flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that part. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, we figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. That's Landry. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Logan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Watching that body, body. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. He completes it to Julio Jones. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones, 71 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that, that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. On third down, Mayfield steps away, and he's going to go down again. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson now down around his goal line, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mayfield now from the 50. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. This right caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line. Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gone! Gone! All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed!
From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Jackson tacks on the point after, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw for Mayfield. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 5.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Watch it now, Green, 39.
Jackson throwing again. And this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. It's caught. Jones. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Again, it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go now.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Green 39. Green 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties his Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw again is Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now a handoff. Johnson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
They'll run with Cannon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On third down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now Taylor on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on third down, Taylor. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The toss running left. That's Cannon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. They find some open field here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On the carry, it's Logan. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up second down. Taylor to throw again. Escapes us, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. One last shot for Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.